just let me know in the comments. I'll kind of answer it before we start the teachings. What's up, Rob? So Chris asked, can you go over how to follow up with people? So basically what I do is there's two kinds of follows up. So when you're following up with prospects, following up with leads, whether people that reach out to you or people that you've reached out to, there's two kinds of follow-ups. There's a follow-up that happens where they kind of don't respond right away. It's hot, you're going back and forth, and then you guys are messaging back every few minutes with each other, and then they disappear for a half an hour, 45 minutes. When that happens, I usually just send a question mark. Or I send the word thoughts. Or I send the word, so what do you think? So I'll write that in the chat. It's either question mark, thoughts, what do you think? So maybe I make an offer. Right, we're going back and forth. I make an offer. A half an hour goes by. I don't hear anything. Send a question mark. Or I send the word thoughts. Or I send, so what do you think? So it's not like a lot of times went by. There's just been a little bit of time, and I'm just trying to say something to re-engage the conversation. To push a little bit. Guys, it's good to be a little pushy. Pushy, persistent. It's good to be pushy. It's good to be a little persistent. It's good. One of the things that's good about it is it shows that you're interested. Now, we don't want to be needy, so we don't want to send 20 question marks, right? But it's good to show that you're persistent because the other person's fear is that you're going to flake, you're not going to show up. So when you're a little bit pushy, when you're a little bit persistent, when you need to be, that's a good thing. That's an attractive thing. That's going to help you get deals because the other person's like, oh, hold up now. This person's on it. They're pretty serious, right? Or if you're going through the script and you're like, okay, great, comma. Okay, great, comma. And what company is it with? And a half an hour goes by, and then you send a question mark after a half an hour. Or sometimes it's sooner. Sometimes when I'm on it, sometimes 8 minutes goes by and I send it because I want to get the phone now. That's a good thing. They're interpreting that as this person wants the deal. They're persistent. It gets needy when you say, hey, why aren't you responding? 20 question marks, sad face, crying emoji face. I really want to buy the phone. Crying emoji face. If you would just please respond with the carrier, then I could make you an offer. Question mark. You guys see how that would be a little needy? That's a little bit needy, guys. We don't want to do that, all right? But when you keep it short, simple, and right to the point, a little question mark, thoughts, a little pushiness. The main way you get persistent and not get pushy is you follow up, but it's short. It's short and right to the point. Then if time goes on, so if it's been a day or 2 days, I'll message them again and I'll be like, you still have the phone for sale, question mark. That's my number one go-to thing if it's been a day or two and I'm following up. I'll be like, hey, comma, still have the phone for sale, question mark, or is the phone for sale, question mark? And they'll be like, yes. And they'll be like, okay, great, comma. You sure you wouldn't do let me type it out. Okay, great. So the first thing I'll say is, hi, comma, do you still have the phone for sale? Someone role play with me in the chat. Hi, comma, do you still have the phone for sale? So follow up with me here. Someone follow up with me. I guess Chris, since Shannon says yeah. All right, great. All right. All right, great. Would you do the... So I just follow up. Okay, great, comma. Would you do the 400 on it? Question mark. I am meeting today. So I basically acknowledge I'm using the tie-down question and something to get them engaged. It's a little bit longer, right? So I would never go a week, Chris. It's always 1 or 2 days. I'm always following up with them every 1 or 2 days. A week is too long, right? You want to stay interested. Every couple days, every 1 or 2 days, you follow up. And then I ask a tie-down question to get them a little bit engaged. I want to bring them back in the conversation. Since there's been more time, right, the word thoughts with the question mark is not going to work. That works if it's like a half an hour or 10 minutes or a couple hours. When it's a day or two, there's too much time, and you want to say something to re-engage them, bring them back in the conversation. Then we're going to just make another offer, and we're going to include a benefit. All right, great. Would you do 400 on it? I can meet you today. I'm just saying the same stuff, right? Some of you guys have seen me in the recordings we have in the back office of Next Level where I've gotten told no 5 or 10 times before they say yes. There are those recordings that are already in the back office of Next Level. You guys can go watch, and I show you the message conversations. It's, what am I doing in those? Some of you guys have watched those because I have multiple ones of those now. What am I doing? Just kind of saying the same stuff over and over again. You sure, comma? I can meet you today and bring cash. I'm using the benefits. I'm making the offer. I'm saying it over and over again. Grant Cardone says on average in his business, he's got to get told no 8 times before he gets a yes. The majority of his yeses come between 8 and 12 times, between the 8 and the 12 offers. So I'm just making offers. Sometimes you just have to wear it out. David talks about this. David Kosciuszko, he says his daughter will like win a toy or I don't know, she'll win a toy or ice cream or something. I don't remember this exact thing. And David, not today, maybe later. Please, Dad, I really want it. Not today, maybe later. Please, Dad. And eventually, just by saying it over and over again, Dave's like, all right, fine, you can have it, right? If you guys have kids or know anyone that has kids, you guys sometimes do that. Maybe you guys have pets that do that. Anyone here have a pet? You guys are eating, and the dog comes up and wants some food, and you push the dog away. And the dog just turns back around and looks up at you and wants some more food. Yeah, push the dog away. Dog looks up at you again, wants some more food. Eventually, all right, here you go. Here, have a little bit of bread. Is anyone here, give me a 1 in the chat, had an experience like that, whether with a pet you've had, with a child you've had, someone you know. They didn't really change anything, right? They are just persistent, and they kept asking over and over and over again. You want to do the same exact thing. It's nothing sexy. It's just saying the same exact thing. Making another offer, another benefit. Damn, Shannon was looking to get 800. Shannon's trying to get me. Shannon, is there more gray hairs popping out of my head? I would say it's a great phone. It's just because I buy and sell. Shannon paid 800 5 years ago, and now she wants 800 as well. I would say I just followed the script. It's a great phone. It's just because I buy and sell and need to make a little profit. You wouldn't do 400 on it? And I'm going to throw another. I got your cash on me now. This is exactly what I'd say to what Shannon said. Say it's a great phone. Just because I buy and sell, I need to make a little profit, right? It's a great phone, right? I'm complimenting them. I always say that. That's my favorite line. You want to be saying, it's a great phone, it's a great phone, it's a great phone, it's a great phone. It's just because I buy and sell and need to make a little profit. That's the excuse of me justifying the price. The excuse doesn't matter just as long as you have it. And we've talked about this in great detail in some of the other chats. You wouldn't do 400 on it? I'm making another offer. You wouldn't do 400 on it? Let me see if I got a message conversation. See all in Messenger. Anyone want to see a message conversation I'm working on right now? It's one that's hot. It's hot off the press. I've been working on it right now. See all in Messenger. So what happened with this one? This is one that, I'm going to see if I can I hide that? I'm going to see if I it ain't going to let me do it. It's going to keep everything calibrated. All right, guys. So what happened here is this lady that I bought a phone from sent me a screenshot of someone that posted in a Facebook group saying they had phones for sale. So what I did is, because I'm proactive, I found them on Facebook, added them on Messenger, sent them a message, and this is where it started. I just want to make sure. All right, here, let me share this screen. All right, you guys want to see that? It's a great phone. All right, so this is like the reach out method, right? Oh, and why did she tag me in it? Why did this person I bought a couple phones from her over the last few months, tag me in it. Because I make sure everyone in the world knows that I buy phones. I was in Schnucks yesterday buying a piece of cake that I maybe should not have bought. And at the cash register, this girl is walking by. It's like at midnight. She goes, "Hey, Aaron." She goes, "I got an iPad for sale. You want to buy it?" I said, "Of course I want to buy it." So it turned out to be like a neighbor of mine from like 5 years ago that she goes, yeah, I see you posted on Facebook, you buy phones. So I figured I'd, figure it out. So I, trying to make her an offer and buy it right there. All right, so here's the conversation. Let's dive into it. And this is what we're going to do. We're going to have some fun. We're all going to do this together. What we're going to do is I'm going to show you guys what I say, and I'm going to get your feedback on what you would say. So now that the backstory's set, we know we're on the same page. All right. So I said, what's up? You still have the iPhones for sale? So someone tell me why I said this. This is very important. Why did I say this line right here? Why did I say this line right here? You still have the iPhones for sale? Someone tell me why I said this. I reached out to them. This is the first time. This was like an hour and a half ago. What's up? You still have the iPhones for sale? Shannon says it gets them talking. Absolutely. What's the other benefit of it? What's the other benefit of it, guys? Shows you are serious. Absolutely. And it shows that I'm about the B word. I'm about the business. I'm getting right to the business, guys, because there is a 5-part process every person must move through before you get a phone from them. Number 1 is they got to reach out to you, or in this case, reach out to us. Number 2, offer what they have. Number 1, they reach out to us. Number 2, we got to figure out what they have. Number 3, we make the offer. Number 4, we close. Number 5, we go through the meetup. And a sales conversation is different than a normal conversation. So if me and Shannon are like best friends and we're hanging out, we might, go back and forth. We might have a good time. We might tell stories. Guys, a sales conversation is different than a normal conversation. It's all about getting to an end result. So you're going to get right to business. You're going to lead by asking questions. It's going to have a different tone. If you've never done sales before, you will see some of my conversations and you'll be like, Aaron, that sounds weird. That's not how I talk. And I would say, of course, that's not how you talk, because you just have normal conversations when you talk. A sales conversation has a different structure, a different feel, a different tone, and a different vibe than a normal conversation. It's going to look different. A sales conversation is all about getting an end result. So I say, you still have the iPhones for sale, because I'm now going to get right to the point. I said, what's up, to kind of be nice, right? I could say, hey, what's going on, right? But then I'm going to take control of the conversation and lead by asking. Someone tell me something. I'm going to lead by asking. I'm going to lead the conversation by, there it is. I'm going to lead the conversation by asking questions and get right to the point. See? You still have the iPhones for sale. You guys see why this is so important, right? I'm taking control of the conversation. I'm starting to lead it. I'm not saying, hey, what's going on? And Jake's like, yeah, do I know you? And I'm like, no, not really. I just wanted to add you on Messenger. And he's like, all right, is there something I could help you with? And I'm like, yeah, I saw you had some phones you posted in groups, ... And he would be like, yeah, I still have. You guys see how the whole conversation was messed up at that point. I want to get right to business. I want to control the conversation and move it forward. He goes, yes, I do. So I want to know what you guys are going to say to this. I want to know what you guys would say to this. What's up? You have any iPhones for sale? Yes, I do. What's the next thing that you're going to say to this? I want someone to tell me, so what's up? Remy, Kevin, Taylor, Flip Phones, Noberto. Good to see you guys here. Kevin. And I keep seeing Grant Lewis, and I keep wanting to call him Grant Cardone, but I will make sure to just call Grant. What would you guys say to this? Yes. Well, I want to know what you guys are going to say to this. Someone tell me what you guys are going to say to this. Yes, I do. Great. I can give you 400 for it. I can meet today. Not bad, Shannon. I like that. I'm going to say, okay, great. Why do I say okay, great, guys? Why is saying okay, great, awesome, okay, cool, such a good thing, just like how Shannon did it? Gives it a little bit of energy and makes it positive. You guys have to be doing these things. These come right from the script. My script, that's copy and paste. You guys should be doing this with every message conversation. I'm not asking you guys to go read 20 sales books and figure it out. I'm telling you guys to take basically a copy and pasted blueprint. You got to tweak it every now and then. You got to adjust it, but to use these things over and over again. I'm going to say, okay, great. Friendly, says Kevin. Makes it kind of positive, gives it a little bit of energy. It's a very important thing to do. Uh-oh, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking. All right, hold on. I'm on my phone like all the time now. Shannon says, what if they say, well, Shannon, I'm going to show you what they say because this guy wanted too much money for his phone. I'm going to say, okay, great. Now, guys, I'm going to confirm the phones. 2 8+, right? This is also a tie-down question. Does everyone here know what a tie-down question is? Get them to say yes, says Shannon. Yes. Chris says he does. I remember teaching Chris what tie-down questions were, and I remember Chris wasn't sure how to use it, and 3 months later, he had it internalized. It was beautiful. I became a proud teacher at that point. So we're all on the same page, guys. A tie-down question is a question worded in a way to get someone to say yes. It's a question that's worded in a way that makes someone say yes. Why do you want to use tie-down questions? When someone is in a state of mind of saying yes over and over again, they're more likely to say yes when you make them an offer. It also helps lead the conversation and get information. So this, guys, I'm confirming what he has. I just want to confirm what he has, but it's also a tie-down question. When I was in sales, the car manager said I was supposed to get 24 yeses over the hour or two before I tried to get the final yes. I would say, hey, you said what kind of car do you guys want? I said you wanted a Lamborghini, right? Yes, I did. That'd be one. Pull up the Lamborghini. And you said you wanted the yellow color, right? Yes, I do. All right, here it is. Driving around in it. Fantastic. You like the heated seats? Yes, I do. And you said you wanted a big touch screen, right? Yes, I do. Fantastic. Then at the end, when I say, if everything works out, would you take my car home today? They're more likely to say yes because they've been saying yes. It's called yes chains. Yes chains are like yes ladders, getting people to say yes. Now, guys, through Messenger, we don't need to say it 20 times, right? But every now and then at the right time, throwing in 1 or 2 of those is a good thing. So I want everyone here do it in the chat. I want everyone here to type down a tie-down question. That's a tie-down question that could be related to phone flipping. So a question that's worded in a way to where the answer is yes. I just want you guys to do this. And as you guys are doing it, I'm going to do it. So you have 2 iPhone XX Maxes for sale, right? Perfect. You can't lift as much as me, right? Chris, I would say wrong, except I do just the bar and that's that, so that'd be right. Kevin says it's cracked, right? Perfect. That is perfect. We could say right. We could say, we could say right. We could say sounds good. You are close to Romiko, says Shannon, right? Yes, perfect. Another one is sounds good. Fair enough. Maybe I'm going to plan to meet them in an hour and a half. And I'd say, okay, great. And I'll text you at 6 when I'm on my way. Sound good? They would say yes, and that would be that. Those are all good. So just have the awareness of this, guys, and try it out every now and then, and in a month or 2, you'll actually get very good at it. 2 8+, right? I'm confirming what he has because I saw the picture. I wanted to confirm. He goes, yep, red and black. Perfect. How much for both? The reason I'm not making an offer is sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. This is just what I'm doing here, right? He said he was looking to get 400 each, so I'm going to see if he's going to come down a little bit. Perfect. How much for both? Guys, what do you notice here? I have an iPhone for sale. You have an iPhone for sale. 2 8+, right? How much for both? Everything I've said to him so far has been what? I want you guys to see this. This is very powerful. Everything I've said to him so far has been short. It's been very short. It's been very right to the point. It's been a couple words at best. And then on top of that, guys, it's questions, right? I'm always going to the next. I need to get some more information before I can make an offer. So I'm going to get there by asking questions. Very important. He goes 800. I said, which company? I just copied this because I have a short text code. I should have said, which company are they with? He said, Sprint, but you can take them and get them unlocked. So now I'm trying to see if they're open boxes or phone only to see if I could pay a little bit more. So that's what I'm doing here, right? Because this price is kind of high. Are they brand new with like plastic still on them? He goes, no. And the only reason, guys, now here, I might have contradicted myself here. You say, Aaron, you've said before to ask a couple questions and make an offer. You're asking a lot of questions before making an offer. The reason I'm able to get away with asking so many questions before making an offer is I got the price he wanted. By getting the price, this moved the conversation forward, and by me not rejecting the price yet, he's still going to respond because he's still invested in the conversation, because he still thinks that there's a good chance I might buy it for $800 because I haven't rejected the offer yet. Give me a 2 in the chat if that makes sense. Normally, I would not do this. Normally, it would be a few question marks and then the offer. But because I moved to the next part and got an offer from him, and he didn't think, in his perspective, he didn't see me rejected. I'm asking questions like I'm interested. I know he'll keep responding. Now it's time to but now, guys, that I got the information I needed, all right, and we know this is bullshit. Now, I want you guys to see something here. I'm going to let you guys in on a little tip that I use later. Sprint, but you can take them and get them unlocked. Just keep this in your mind. He says sprint, but you can take them and get them unlocked. Keep this in your mind, because I'm going to give you guys an advanced question here. He goes, are they brand new with the plastic still on them? No. All right, now I got enough. It's time to make the offer. Okay, no worries. No scratches, no dings, no dents, but nothing. They look brand new. Perfect. Now, guys, I'm going to make the offer. And the offer is going to be a lowball offer, because we know there's no way in the Apple universe that I can pay $400 for a 64 gig Sprint phone. That's not going to be unlocked. That's probably not paid off, right? I'm going to give my lower offer. Now, in the lower offer, because I'm giving a lower offer, I have to have 2 things in the lower offer. Someone tell me what they are. There's 2 things. 2 things I want to have with the lower offer. Can someone tell me what those are? 2 things I want to have with the lower offer. A reason, absolutely. And a benefit. Ooh, you guys. Ooh. Ooh, you guys are making me blush. You guys are on it. There it is, Rob. Benefit to the seller. Guys, who here, no one likes to get a lower offer, right? No one likes to get a lower offer. So you can't just say, how does 500 sound, bro? Because that's not a good thing. However, because we have to make a lower offer. At the end of the day, would you guys agree with me that at the end of the day, we can't pay more for, there's only so much we can pay, right? It comes to a point to where we can't pay any more. So because of that, what we're going to do is we're going to soften this a little bit. We're going to try to make a bad thing, right? It's not really a bad thing. It's just a bad thing to the prospect. We're going to try to make it a good thing with the benefit. And we're going to have an excuse to justify the lower price. The script. Think about the script. After the second offer with the script is, it's a great phone because I buy and sell and have to make a little profit. The highest I can go is X, but I can meet you today with cash. Why does this work? I say it's a great phone because I buy and sell and have to make a little profit. This is the excuse. The excuse doesn't matter as long as it's in there. No, all right, let's talk about this. They did a study. All right, we're going to unshare this so you guys can see my beautiful face, guys, even though I might need a haircut. They did a study. I've heard about this on a boot camp, and I read about it in the book. They did a study. There was this big line of people in line to make a copy at the copy machine. One person goes to the guy in the front of the line, and they ran this experiment a period of time, and they said, hey, can I get in front of you to make a copy? 2 out of 10 people let the guy through. They did the same thing again. The guy runs up, hey, can I get in front of you to make a copy? Because my parents paid for college, and I'm going to be late, and my professor's going to kill me, and I'm the flunk, and I'm this away from a scholarship, and my brother, sister all graduated, and blah, blah. 8 out of 10 people let the guy through. They did it a third time, same situation, same guy, same printer, so the same type of people, walks up to the front, hey, can I get in front of you to make a copy? Because I really need to make a copy. This is a real experiment. You can Google this. 8 out of 10 people let the guy through. The same percentage of people let the guy through that had a really good legitimate excuse, even though still an excuse is an excuse, right? As the people did that had the real bad excuse. Think about this here. I want you guys to pay attention to this and think about this. The excuse on the third time was, I need to get in front of you to make a copy because I really need to make a copy. Let me know in the chat. Is that a good excuse, or is that like, that's not even an excuse. That's like a real stupid excuse. That's a dumb excuse, right? Shannon says it's horrible. Shannon, are you going to let the guy through and make a copy or not? Because Shannon's usually pretty sweet person. You say no, I'm not going to hold it against you. Oh, well, Shannon's nice. She's going to let him through. I figured Shannon would, right? Me and Shannon, we go back like a year plus now. Guys, the excuse doesn't matter as long as you have the excuse. I buy and sell, and I have to make a little profit. It's a great phone because I buy and sell and have to make a little profit. Guys, that's the excuse. That's the excuse we use. So the excuse we're going to say is, since I have to get them unlocked. Oh, I didn't even throw a benefit in there? Aaron, that's your fault. Since I have to get them unlocked. Now, why did I say this? Usually I say because I buy and sell. But why did I say since I have to get them unlocked? I always say because I buy and sell. I use since I have to get them unlocked because that's what he told me up here. So it's a little bit more personal. You guys see that? It's just a little bit more personal. Since I have to get them unlocked, you wouldn't do $520 for both? Now, the offer is important. You wouldn't do? I'm not, guys, when they're reaching out to you, you're in control. So you can say, it's a great phone. I can give you X amount for both. When you're reaching out to them, they're in control. So you have to word it differently. You have to word it in a question. Since I have to get them unlocked, you wouldn't do $525 for both. Imagine if I said to him, they're great phones. I can give you $525 for both. That's not as good as me asking a question. When you're doing the reach out method, you want the offer to be in a question because you're reaching out to them. When they're reaching out to you, when they're responding to an ad, they know you're buying phones. You're in the position of power. You guys see that? It's a big deal. If I had to go back and redo this, I should have put the benefit line in here. That's why I want more money. When they say it's a great phone, the customer can say, that's why I want more money. They can. You're absolutely right. They can say that. You don't say it's a great phone all the time. You just say it in certain points to where there feels like there's a little bit of tension, or you haven't said, okay, great. Something to kind of ease it a little bit. But that doesn't really say anything, right? Just saying it's a great phone doesn't justify a higher price. Does that kind of make sense, Norberto? If they say they want 800 and I'm like, I understand why you want that much for the phones, then that's a problem because then I'm justifying the price. When I say it's a great phone, I'm saying it's a great phone, but there's actually no correlation between it being a great phone and the price I'm offering, right? I mean, shit, you could have, I'm trying to think of something. You could have a priority mail box, and I could be like, it's a great priority mail box, but that doesn't mean I want to pay more for it. Does that kind of make sense, Norberto? So where it's okay to say it, but not like by saying it, it's not going to affect the conversation at all. It's not going to necessarily lead to them wanting more money. It just kind of, that's a good question because I've never really explained that. So I'm glad you asked that because now I'll be able to think of a better way to explain it. It helps. It's the same thing as like, okay, great, awesome, okay, cool, no worries, stuff like that. It kind of shows that you're interested. That's the point of that. All right, cool. Since you get them unlocked, you wouldn't do $520 for both? All right, so let's see what he does. No, that it costs that much to get the phones unlocked. No, thanks, it doesn't cost that much to get the phones unlocked. Now, we know that this guy's just making stuff up because Sprint's not going to unlock these phones if they're financed. Sprint, right? And if a company's going to unlock it, they're going to unlock it for free. AT&T, if it's paid off, they'll GSM unlock it for free, right? The lowest I would take on them is $700 for both. Now, guys, this is progress. Why is this progress? Someone tell me why this is progress. This is still not a bad thing because I'm in the conversation. The guy's responding. He dropped $100. Shannon's right. So now, guys, I got to hammer it out. You wouldn't go any lower if I met you today with cash? I'm asking the question. I'm throwing the benefits. Now it's time to bring out the big guns. Meet you today with cash. Bring out the benefits. You wouldn't go any lower if I met you today with cash. He came down to that. That's right. He goes, what you talking? Guys, I'm talking 525. So I'm going to say just 100, just 175 less, comma, 525, and I'll drive to you and buy them both from you. I'm making the offer the second time I'm making the offer. This is offer number 2. Now, guys, I want you guys to see something. You guys see this right here? I'm saying just 175 less. Now, the thing I'm doing is I don't put the dollar sign here. Why do I not do that? Why do I not put the dollar sign here? Everything I do, guys, is strategic with a purpose. Why do I not put the dollar sign here? Don't put the dollar sign because I'm saying negative the amount. Dollar signs, guys, make people think of money more than not dollar signs. So the negative amount that I'm saying, I don't want to have a dollar sign, but the amount I'm offering, I want to have a dollar sign so there's more focus on the dollar amount. You guys see that? Very subtle. Somewhat important. He goes, no. So now I've gotten 2 no's. They're great phones. Are they 264 or 256? So you see, Noberto, here's where we're going to say they're great phones. He said no right here, right? The no, guys, is very short, right to the point. So I want to almost build, guys, want to build a little bit of rapport and make another freaking offer. They're great phones. Are they 64 or 256 gigabyte? Excellent condition phones, right? So he's very proud about that, which is good because that means when I sell them, I'm going to get good money for them. So I'm happy about that. 64 gigabyte. Okay, great, right? No lower than 700 for both? I just took 100 off my asking price. Now, this is like a trick thing that salespeople do. It doesn't matter the price. It matters what they're going to sell for, right? I also know the market, and I know no one is going to buy the phones for $400 each, so I'm not worried about anything. 700, and they're both yours. Now, guys, if I were to just stop and look at the conversation, we're both in the conversation. One of the things I notice is, you guys see I've kept them in the conversation. New and intermediate people can make offers, and they can get fast deals, but some of these deals that take a little bit finessing, they'll lose the person. I want you guys to see that even though we haven't agreed on price, he's still fully in the conversation. You guys see that? He was responding quickly. He's still in the conversation. I haven't said anything to piss him off. That's an important point. Because some of these people, you have to wear them out 5 or 10 times. It's a common thing. 700, and they're both yours. I like that he did this. This is him being fairly in the conversation as well, because he's like making another offer, right? So he's committed. Sprint is just more expensive to unlock, though. I'm just making this up, right? I'm just trying to justify another price. And if they're not paid off, then that's an additional fee to get them fixed. So I'm basically trying to point out, I'm basically trying to make up excuses why I need the lower price. Because, guys, the excuse doesn't matter as long as the excuse is there. So now I'm repeating the process, right? I'm making up more excuses. I'm making offers, and I'm throwing benefits. Look at everything, right? Benefits. Less benefits. Offer less benefits. Great phones, right? Awesome. Okay, great. Asking a question. So this right here brings them back in the conversation. They're great phones. And this is it just gets them back in the conversation. And also, if they're 256, I'll ask more. Okay, great. No lower. I'm asking questions. The excuses, just the excuse. Sorry, the phones are like brand new. Both been in cases. I just bought them. I switched from Sprint to Verizon, and I got the X. Now, I was like, I just picked up a third phone, so it took me a sec to see this. He goes, you want them or not? So what do I like about this? What do I like about this? What do I like about this? He's in the conversation, And he's a little invested. He's pushing me a little bit now. So now I know, guys, all right, guys, you guys want to, he's committed. That's right. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for. Invested, committed, same thing. Now, who here wants to know an advanced strategy? I'm going to teach you guys an advanced strategy. After you go through this process and you're kind of in the conversation, you can start to get the feel if the person is, you can start to get the feel of how invested they are in the conversation, and you can start to bet if they're really invested in the conversation, you can back out of the conversation and get them to chase you in lower price. I only recommend this once you get a really good feel, right? After you make a few offers. Some people try to bluff, like in poker. They try to bluff and seem like they won't come down anymore, even though they will. So when I start to get telltale signs that they're kind of that they're like semi-medium to really invested in the conversation or kind of needy, I'll start to back off, and sometimes that helps lower the price. Now, if you're a new person, don't try this. If you're a new person, just stay in the conversation, keep making offers till you annoy the hell out of them. But after a while, and when I say a while, it can be 1 or 2 weeks, so you start to get pretty good at this. It'll happen faster than you think. If you're fully committed and you do this business, you're on it every single day like you're supposed to be, you'll get the feeling and you can start to back out. Why haven't you pulled away? Okay. So now my strategy is I'm going to start to pull away. I want to stay in the conversation, though. Staying in the conversation is really important. But now that he said this, he goes, I want to buy them. You guys see what I'm doing here? He goes, sorry, the phones are like brand new. You want to buy them or not? I'm telling him, what am I telling him, guys? I do. I want to buy them, right? I say this because I'm messing with these. I don't want to say I'm messing with the guy's head, right? I am saying they're great phones. I want to buy them. I'm doing this to keep him in the conversation and to keep him responding while I work on getting him down in price. That's why I say all this. They are great phones. Okay, great. Perfect, right? No worries. I'm saying all these little things to let them know I'm interested. By you showing intent that you're interested and sprinkling in there through the process of you continuously making offers and making excuses in the attempt to wear him down and keeping him in the conversation, that's the secret to keeping them to respond. The reason most people will lose people is they don't put these little things in. They don't put, okay, great. I want to buy them. They are great phones. These intent things, I'm going to say it again so you guys hear it with me. These things where you show intent and show that you want to buy, keep the person responding to you and interested in the conversation as you continue to make lower offers and make up excuses about why you have to pay less. Give me a 2 in the chat if that makes sense. This chat's gotten a little dirty here. We went back and forth. It's gotten a little gross. But you see, he's still very invested. And all my conversations look like this because I've gotten very good at this because, I've gotten close to 25,000 message negotiations, so I've gotten pretty good at this. Sprint. So what I'm doing right here, guys, Sprint is just the most expensive to unlock, though, and if not paid off, then it's an additional fee to get them fixed. So what I'm doing here, guys, is he showed where is that? Where? Also, what I did right here, guys, is when I did this, is I didn't end this in a question. I made a statement. So I'm very lightly, as Chris talked about, starting to pull away. Instead of now, before, guys, I was hammering offer question. Now I'm making an excuse. I'm still fully invested, but I'm not making an offer, right? I'm very lightly stepping back. He goes, sorry, the phones are brand new. I'm getting him to chase me a little bit. You want them or not? I want to buy them. Shows intent, what we talked about. Okay, I can't do 700 for both. I just can't do 700 for both. Again, right, the price that I can't do, I don't put a dollar amount, right? I don't want the dollar amount shows money. I don't want him to see this as a dollar amount. I just want him to see this as a number. When we get to the amount I want to offer, I put the dollar sign in front of it so he sees cash. The same thing I did earlier. You guys see that? 700. You want one? Sure. Which one? The black. $260 for just the black one? So I'm making him an offer on just the black one, right? And this is a fairly good price. They're going to sell for about 400, 420. The black one, he says, sure. And again, we're short. Everything's short. Which one? The black one. 260 for just the black one, question mark? No, thanks. Sorry, 700. He goes, I messaged another girl right now that buys phones also just like you do. He said he can do 300 per phone. I'm asking you because you messaged me first. Would you like to buy them for 350 a phone? Guys, I know no one is going to pay 350 for a phone. Why? Because I know half the buyers in my area. I know the eBay market. I know every single angle that exists in the world, and I know no one for resale purposes will pay anywhere near 350 a phone. I just know it. So this guy's bluffing. So what I'm going to do is, no thanks, Jake. No worries, Jake. I appreciate it. So I'm being professional. I'm not getting mad. I'm professional. To be honest, I do this full time and know the market and almost all the buyers, and that's a real solid price. I'll pass on that price, man. But if anything changes, let me know. I can do 525 for both of them. You guys see what I'm doing here? I'm basically acknowledging it and saying he's getting a good deal, and I'm saying that's a really solid price. So I'm almost hinting that the price might be kind of too high because it's like a really solid price. I'm not saying it, though, even though I know he's bluffing, right? I'll pass on the price. Thanks, man. And I'm making, this is like, what is this, the fourth or fifth offer? He goes, thumbs up. He goes, dude is not answering me back, so could you do 650 for both? What happened here, guys? What happened here? Dude is not answering me back, so could you do 650? He's chasing, right? I made a bunch of offers. I got him invested. Then I started to pull away a little bit. He's lying. I know he is lying, guys. I know these guys. I know everything before these guys make a move now, right? I know no one's going to give him that much. Dude is not answering me back, so could you do 650? I can't, man. I'm at 525 for both of them. Uh-oh, what happened? Guys, what happened? He dropped again, right? So now that, but he wouldn't have done this. There's a higher chance of him doing this after I pushed a little bit and got him really invested and chased him and got him invested in the conversation. There's a good chance he wouldn't do this off the bat. I got to go through this process. That's it. Come on, man. I can't, man. So I'm being real short to try to get him to chase me. Now I'm going to do the bleeding effect. So I'm going to bleed to keep them interested and then to send lowball offers. Shit. And then sometimes I reappraise them to try to squeeze extra money, which is probably not a good thing. So let's see. Cracked. We're going to go right here. See, that's 400. They're going for about 400 now. So I got to buy it for 400. There's going to be a what? It's going to be, I know it's going to sell for 400. We're going to multiply that by 119. So it's going to be about 50, I'm going to say $55 fees and shipping. And then let's say the minimum I make on these is 70. I could do 275 times 2 is 550. So 550 is my top offer. St. Charles. Okay, great. I'm close to there. See, he's responding quick. All right, so what are we going to say to this? What? Meet me in the middle at 4. Now, whenever they type, you always let them type. Especially if they're responding quick or they're emotional, because they're talking through emotion. And when people are emotional, that's a good thing. You can control them when they're emotional. Oh, he's typing again. Let them type away, guys. Send me everything you're thinking. Right? You guys see I'm close to there. Maybe I'm 20 minutes from there, but I don't know. Guys, let him type. uh, 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 what the hell? This is all for number 5. This doesn't even make sense. But it doesn't have to make sense if it's sales. The lowest, and I feel like... Now, he might say something right now because he's emotional. So I'm going to wait a couple seconds. It's just... See, I knew it. See, so now we're going to let him talk. See, Chris says he would say, is there a reason they haven't sold yet? He only posted them like 8 hours ago or 9 hours ago. That's a very good thing to say if it's been a few days or a week, though, team. Just so, look, man, I don't want to waste your time or my time. If you really want to buy, all right, we're gonna let him type. All right, so see what I'm doing again? If anything changes, though, just keep me in mind. I'm happy to do the 545. This is all for number 6 or 7. I'll buy them both and meet you at that QT there in St. Charles as well. So what am I doing again, guys? I'm just wearing him down. And you guys saw, he came from 800 to 700 to 750, or to 800 to 700 to 650 to 600. So he came down, what is that, 3 or 4 times in price. He came down 4 times in price already. Yeah, I think I will too. And because I've had this conversation with him, right? Oh, let's see. Guys, this is what I'm doing every single day. I'm wearing them down. Now, sometimes, right, we copy and paste the script and they close right away. Oh, he's typing, guys. $600 right now, Evan. Right? And I'm almost sympathizing with him, guys. You see the words I'm saying? I'm not saying no. That would be the wrong thing to say right here. I'm not saying that's too high. I'm not saying, and I'm gonna click this to make sure it's seen. I want him to see that I saw that because it's good to have that left unseen. See, guys, I'm not saying no. I'm not saying that's too high because that would be too harsh of saying no. I'm saying I could if I would. I just can't, man. I'm sounding apologetic and sorry. I'm on his side emotionally. I feel bad that I can't go that low. I just can't. You guys see that? I'm not saying that's too much. I'm not saying that price is too high. I'm saying I could if I would. I just can't. I said I just can't do 600. So I'm almost making it, and this is a very good thing to do as well. This is another lesson in this. I'm on his side. I'm I'm where he is emotionally. I just can't go that high. And what I'm going to do is I'm not going to say have a good one as well, because I want to keep it lingering. I want to keep it lingering. So I don't want to say you as well. I want to keep the conversation open on the same thread and not have this conversational topic closed yet. So we're going to keep it open and leave it like that. So that's that, guys. We'll see what happens. You guys saw that, right? 700, 600, no, 800, 700, 650, 600. So he dropped down 3 times in price, and he dropped down 3 times, and he dropped down a total of 200. All I got to do is get him $45 less. So what do you guys think of that? Was that chat helpful, just seeing all that? There's a lot of little lessons in that. Might be good to go back and watch the replay a couple times to pick up on all these things. You want to be doing all these things all the time. I say this in all these chats, guys. Once you get good at all these things, you'll make a lot of money in this business forever. I will always make at least 50 grand a year in this business, right? I'm averaging over 100 grand a year. I'll make at least 50 grand a year because my skill set's that high. Once you get good, there's all these, in the beginning, right? If this is your first time seeing this stuff, it's going to feel overwhelmed because you're like, holy crap, Aaron, that's a bunch of things. But really, that's pretty much everything. I'm just doing the same like 5 or 6, 7 things over and over and over and over and over again. So when you watch this video, and there's over 35 now different message conversations in your back office of Next Level, you just watch one of those videos a day for the next 30 days. You'll get really good at this. You'll internalize it. You'll see I'm just doing the same handful of things over and over again. You'll get very good at it. You'll be able to get deals. And then you'll have a skill set you'll be able to use forever. You'll be able to use the skill set in every area of life. And I mean, like, guys, I was working at AT&T. I was working at AT&T selling phones, and I was making as much as my friend makes at her job with her master's degree that she's required to have her job. She got a master's degree. Both my parents have master's degrees. Nothing wrong with that. She got a job that she needed a master's degrees for. She was making $25 an hour. I was making the same amount in AT&T being a sales rep because I was selling literally 200 to 300% more than everyone else, just knowing these skills. You can take this. Once you know how to sell, guys, negotiate, you'll be able to make money forever. I will watch it again multiple times. Says Amit, would you ever follow up like 2 weeks later and say, so Chris, it wouldn't be 2 weeks later. I would follow up like tomorrow. I will follow up with this guy tomorrow, right? 2 weeks is too long. 1 week is too long. 3 or 4 days is too long. With these things, you want to be following up every day or every 2 days. Show that you're interested, right? Just show that you're on it. You don't want them to forget about you. Selling phones, guys, happens fast, right? It's a very fast thing. So this guy wants to sell it quickly. I don't want to let the momentum die down, right? This guy thinks he has gold. He's posted it 8 hours ago now. A day from now, they'll have been posted 300% longer than they've been posted now. They've been posted for a day and a half. So he thinks he's going to list it, and all these people are going to hit him up. But I know this because I do warm-up ads, and I see the people that message me. All the offers are low. They're all shit. They don't know how to communicate, so I know nothing's really going to happen. Now, every now and then, someone will buy it, right? Someone will buy it, but not Sprint. People don't buy Sprint. People buy AT&T. People will buy Verizon, but Sprint, they just don't buy. Sprint, they don't buy because I think they understand that it's like you can't just put your SIM card in it. What answers would you give if the person tells you that you can grab the phones and sell it for more money? Are you asking, Norberto, what answers would you give if the person tells – so if they say, hey, you're as in – what do you mean by that? Explain that to me a little bit, Norberto. So Remy says, what do I say when checking back with them? I would say just what I said in the beginning of the group chat. I'm the messenger, and I'd say, hey, comma, you still have the phones for sale, question mark? And he would say yes. And I'd say, okay, great. And I'd just make another offer. And based on what he said, I would calibrate it. So I said, I know they're great phones, and I think 600 is, I understand you want 600, so I'm just going to talk about they're great phones. I understand you want 600. Sure don't want to take me up on my offer of 545, comma? I'm free the rest of the day, and I can meet you at the Quick Trip. I would just be making another offer. Rich says I follow up every 1 to 2 days. I say, hey, just wanted to follow up and see if you sold the phones yet. Perfect. That'd be fantastic. So, Noberto, are you saying, this is what you're saying, Noberto, are you saying when the person says, as in they're accusing you, like, oh, you're going to buy the phones and sell them for more money? As almost like they're attacking you, as that's why the price is low? My highest offer on these would be it would be $5 more. It would be $550. I would offer $550. I would sell them for around, so I'm paying $250 each. They would sell for around, they will sell for between $400 and $409. So I would make $70 to $75 a phone. Technically I could come up and I could pay his $600, but at $600 I'm only making like $40 a phone, and that's not worth it because I don't pick up any phones unless I make at least $50 a phone. And then higher phones like that, there's a little bit more risk because the market didn't fluctuate, and the percent it could fluctuate is always a greater risk when it's a higher dollar amount. So there needs to be more room for cushion. And on top of that, guys, I like monies, and I want to make as much monies as I can. So Noberto says yes. So, Noberto, has anyone ever accused? So what do you mean by that? Are they, Noberto, let me ask you a question. Has anyone ever came to you and accused you of that? They say, oh, well, you buy and sell, so you could pay more because you sell for more. Has anyone ever accused you of that? And I'm asking this in a strategic way that I'll explain here in a sec. Shannon, not me, says Flip. How did you come to that number, says Shannon. The number I offered? Is that what you're asking, Shannon? Just from appraising it. Like the number I offered, I know I just appraised them, and I know they're going to sell for about $400. They're going to sell for $400 to $409. At that price point, it's going to be about $53, $54 in fees. It's going to be $5 to ship it because I'm going to include the $2.55 of signature confirmation. So that's about $55 in fees. So after that, I want to take off another $70 for profit for Aaron's fee, and then I'm at right around $250 a phone. So the reason I asked that, Noberto, is that never happens to me. That never happens to me. Right, and that's never happened to me once. If anyone ever said, well, you could pay more because you buy and sell, I would say, well, I can pay more because I got to make a profit. And they already know I got to make a profit because I told them I buy and sell and have to make a little profit. So they already know it. They know they can get more selling it to someone else. But the reason they sell to me is I'm going to meet them right now today. I'm going to show up on time. I'm going to play in cash. I'm not going to pay games. If you've been doing this for a while, people will tell you stories. Let's ask the team. Who here has ever met up with someone and they're like, yeah, I tried to sell it locally and I just couldn't get anyone to buy it. I've had it listed for days. Or they say something like, someone said they were going to meet me and then they canceled last minute. Or they showed up, they said they were going to meet me and they showed up with less money. Or they said they were going to meet me and they said they were on their way and they never showed up. Happens all the time. The downside of selling it to us is you're going to get less money. The benefit is, we're going to show up on time. We're going to give you the amount we say we're going to give it to you. We're not going to meet you in a shady area and try to rob you. We're not going to do any funny business. We're going to buy it as is, and you're going to get the cash and move on with life. People value their time. A lot of people are busy and have more important things to do than be checking their phone every 5 minutes talking to people. And a lot of the people they're talking to, it's not like they're putting these phones on the marketplace and the apps or selling it locally and getting top dollar. They're putting it on there, and they're getting a bunch of people that are lowballing them. They're getting a lot of people that are asking them stupid questions that they've already addressed in the description that's wasting their time and pissing them off. They can avoid all that and sell it to you. People do that all the time, right? I almost said a Lamborghini. Chris, what am I doing? I'm skipping ahead in the future. I bought a Camaro earlier this year. I wanted to get rid of it. I took it to the car dealership. Could have sold it myself, right? But I took it to the car dealership, and I lost like $2,000. I just wanted to get rid of it. I wanted to move on with life. I didn't want to think about it. I didn't want to focus on it. I just wanted to get rid of it. That's where we make money. That's the benefit of selling it to us. The other thing is some people, they don't know the price that their items are worth, so they just want to get rid of it, right? We're offering quick cash. That's the benefit. You get lowballed $1 today. So does that answer your question, Alberto? If it doesn't, let me know. I'm more than happy to go over it. I want to make sure that I answered that fully and understood the question as well. Cool. Fantastic. I'm glad it helped. How is everyone else doing? Ulysses, Ryan, Rob, you doing good, Rob? Everything's going good? Remy, I see you out there kicking butt, taking names. Matt, always good. Matt, Yosef, Grant, everything there. Devin, I see you killing it. What are your sales for the last 30 days? Doing good, says Remy. Fantastic. Making 1K. Ulysses, you made $1,000 in profit already today? Damn. Guys, Ulysses made $1,000 today. You should post that at Next Level, by the way, so we could celebrate it and I could screenshot it. But that's fantastic. Amit just made $200 off a phone just now. Sold it, got rejected the guy 4 times. He ignored me twice. Finally messaged him again, got the phone to the price I wanted. Awesome, Amit, or Amrit. That is fantastic. That's fantastic. You should post a screenshot of that sale Next Level too in the back in the Facebook group because I love seeing that stuff. That's fantastic though. You don't have to though. No pressure. You guys do whatever you want. Shooting for 4K profit for the month. Almost there. Fantastic. Amrit says, LOL. I'm at 4K with 600 listed, and you were at like 1,000. What, like a few weeks ago? Devin guys we got to watch out for Devin guys. Devin guys is kicking butt. It's posted in the Facebook group. All right, fantastic. Amrit, I appreciate it. Just started 2.5 weeks ago. Guys, Devin started 2.5 weeks ago. He's already at $4,000. That's pretty freaking good. That's like real good on track. All right, guys, that's what I got for you guys. My name is Aaron. I'm David's head. I was ending this the other way. My name's Aaron, guys. It was great hanging out with you guys. This replay will be uploaded, of course. Glad you guys got something from this video. This video is great hanging out with you guys. I love sharing with you guys what I do. And you guys have a fantastic day. I will see you guys in the Facebook group and on Thursday's group chat. Bye for now. Go out there, kick some butt, make some money, and flip some phones.